Hey fellas, before we get in the video, I just want to quickly say that I'm not advocating for or encouraging the doxing, targeting, harassment, or bullying of any individuals that we mention or feature in this video, or this is an opinion piece of my particular commentary on the subject matter, however controversial as it may be. So, without I quickly say it, let's go ahead and start the show.
Who's that Pokemon?
А ну, чики-брики в дамке!
Ladies and gentlemen, first you had Superb Pedro. Now you have the origin story that we've all been waiting for. I present to you all Pedro. Actually, if you don't remember, this is Killa, alright? Now as you can see, Killa has gotten in touch with their feminine side. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. But in all seriousness though, if you all remember, I interviewed Killa, the Killa cosplayer from Anthrocon, like from last year, and basically he came onto the show, basically gave his testimonial about his side of the story, trying to set the record straight. Well, wouldn't you know it, Pedro has basically traveled across the land, going to all the various furry conventions out there in a bid to raise awareness to his plight, that he exists, contrary to what other furries are trying to say. And, you know, keeping in line with the same tradition, he actually went to FreeFurAll. He is willing to share his story, unadulterated, for the enjoyment and fanfare of the masses. Go ahead and take it away, Pedro.
Hello everybody, it is I, Killa, also known as Pedro. You know, the one and only, the original Pedro for Superb Pedro. I'm here to share my stories with what that fucking con was, aka a disaster. I mean, it had some good parts. What would you like to know, Tujo?
Honestly, I kind of want like the whole story from start to finish in your own words, because like, okay. So this is I didn't.
Much I can give.
I mean, hey, listen, anything at this point, because a couple.
I have enough.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and say, obviously, I didn't attend the convention. I thought about it because I just wanted to see how much of a train wreck it could possibly be. But at the same time, that would require me being within 5-foot radius of various cringeworthy people. You didn't seem to have any problems with that. Granted, you were in full plate armor that you had very graciously sort of decorated in, very special colorations. I really do appreciate you being, a figurehead for the trans community, really stepping up to plate.
No, sirs, ma'am.
Okay, macho ma'am, Randy Savage. So, real quick, as an outside observer looking in, it didn't escape my notice when it hit my Twitter feed, or X feed now. Basically, Stallion Slaughter, he went. And he was just he was the only source of information, really, to sort of, bring to light anything that was going on at the con. But see, the difference between that is using Slaughter Stallion sort of, material they brought to bear, videos, photos, and various testimonials, that does not compare to, a real-life, eyewitness testimony like you can provide to the general public, including me, because I'm morbidly curious. So, go ahead and take it away, man. I want to hear the whole shebang. Go ahead.
Alright, so let's start this off real quick. When I first got to the con, I got out of my hotel room and I took a lift all the way to the con. But the thing is, I'd like to mention this real quick. On my way to the con, I have a video of this. I recorded a little video of these people having a little cookout, right? Looked like there was a little event going on. Gotta say, there was more people at a fucking family cookout than there was people at FFA. Holy shit, I found that funny on the way over there.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Anyways, when I got... Yeah, no, it was pretty fucking bad. But no, when I got to the con, right? First thing I noticed was there was registration, and there was just one person there. Just one singular person ready to watch the, people register. And there was two other guys outside the con, but I saw them go in and out, occasionally. And then there was one cop there. And actually, now that I think about it, I think everybody would enjoy this con because there's only a singular cop at the convention, so...
A single cop. As opposed to the team of police that would, frequently just, patrol Anthrocon and its premises. But, yeah, continue.
Correct. There was only one cop there, so everybody would have enjoyed that presence. But anyways, I got in there. I signed up for the convention immediately, and when I first got to there, it was, first of all, it was fucking empty, and then there's a direct entrance right to the ball pit, the infamous, lovely ball pit, and to the right there's the fursuit lounge that people saw, and then the left was the dealer's den. And let me just say, there was there was like 3 people in the dealer's stand, including the what's the charity called again? The Safari.
Yeah. It's like Zoo Safari, something like that.
Yeah, those people were there, and on the left is the what's called the
Charity auction?
Room, I guess like the it's just the charity auction was way in the back, but there was that little like an announcement room. I have a picture I'll be sending to you. I took a picture of me just there by myself because nobody was literally there for like the first like 10 minutes.
Holy shit, dude. So wait a minute. Like, alright, so Stallion Slaughter, he actually arrived sometime at like 8 o'clock. And like, here's the vibe I got.
Arrived at 10.
You arrived, well, 10 p.m. or 10 a.m.? There's a very important difference.
AM Saturday morning.
AM Saturday morning. You only stayed for a whole day? Like, you stayed all...
I stayed from 10 to 10, and I decided, and then at 10 I saw the rave going on, and if you saw the videos, yeah, I went home.
Ladies and gentlemen, you need to show some respect when Pedro here comes correct, okay? He wasted an entire Saturday going to a fucking half-ass furry convention that wasn't even going to be destined to be great. It wasn't great last year. It's not going to be great this year, you know? It was even less great this year, but... like, wasting a whole Saturday of his time, something he could have used for R&R, playing video games, hanging out with friends, getting drunk, getting high, whatever. But, you bit the bullet. You went above and beyond for the people, by the people, for the people, to the people.
But they still hate me.
Well, I mean, people are going to hate anybody regardless in this fandom, but, so you described the general layout. There was a headless lounge. Go ahead.
Yeah, headless lounge to the right when you walk in. To the left was registration. And then right next to the registration is the video game room, and there was only 3 fucking consoles there and a shitload of Nerf darts. Dare I ask, what kind of consoles are we talking about here? Are we talking about like Super Nintendo? Nintendo 64, I think, and PS3 and some other Nintendo thing. But in the back there was like a Nerf war area. There was a shitload of Nerf guns, and I think you could check the video out. Me shooting myself with one of them.
That sounds a hell of a lot more fun than like fucking playing some N64. Granted, I am a nostalgic gamer, so I can't really shit on them too much for that. But still, it's like you'd expect
a lot of board games too.
I mean, still, that just tells me that, like, the people that attended decided to, by their own good graces, bring the board games, for the benefit of whoever would show up. Which, clearly, based on what you're telling me, wasn't a whole lot of people. But, here. So we've already settled it. Okay, there's, like, a Fursuit lounge to the right, there's, like, an announcement room to the left, then there was, like, a video game room. What else?
Den room.
So the deal.
But if you walk past the little area, okay, the picture where I'm at, like after what's called the Fursuit photo shoot, like if you walk past that area, in the back is a kitchen and 1 panel room, and then the charity auction room.
Wait. Hang on.
Auctioning.
What about the kitchen? Like, why is there a kitchen? Or do you mean like a dining?
Singular kitchen there. I don't.
Oh.
No, just the kitchen. That's it. Like they're like what's called with like fridges and all the shit that's there, like because they need their guest of honor dinner.
Okay, fair enough. There's a kitchen.
It smelled like meatloaf the entire day I was there.
I mean, meatloaf ain't bad, but I don't necessarily want to be smelling it all day that I'm at a convention, Are you sure it wasn't from the people? Like possibly from the people?
No, what do you mean by the people? Like the, what's called the kitchen?
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Pedro. In my experience, anytime I've seen some sweaty-ass people, I categorize them into 2 basic categories. Sausage people and bacon people, because sometimes people smell like sour sausage or sour bacon, kind of like that. But alright, so that was just emanating from the kitchen. Meatloaf. Was that what he had for dinner?
Well, what was called that one guy? What's the candy corn guy? Karanova, I think his name was.
Yeah, I just call him candy corn. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, no, I saw him walk by like at one point with a bowl in his hand, and just it looked like a poorly made soup. But I think there was more to it. I think he just had the appetizer at first. I didn't get to see what the dinner was, but like I just saw them cooking for approximately like 4 fucking hours for like what seemed like mediocre for like 6 people who got the fucking like major badge.
You gotta understand something, man. They had to ensure that this was a gourmet meal for their Lord and Savior, Jason Effects, Kabir, the Queen, and everybody else that attended. The King's Men. Well, it was a train wreck. It was destined to be a train wreck, but this kind of seals the deal. What? You didn't see what they were having. This is just like the appetizer. You didn't see like the main course or nothing like that.
No, I didn't get to see the main course, but I saw them go like in and out. Like it was just like what's called. They just brought it to the room and that's it. I didn't get to see what they were eating, but I know but they were in the room for like 1 hour, so like it was just a quick fucking meal. I'm assuming just to fill up. That's it.
4 hours to make a meal, though. Was it 4 hours or?
Yeah, they were in that kitchen for a while. Yeah, they were. Dude, motherfuckers were in the kitchen for like hours trying to cook. Like literally, fucking, it was ridiculous.
I think I know what happened. They were fumbling with the ingredients, and they're just like, ah, shit, man, what does this go with? What does that go with? Okay, man, just put it all together, dump a shit ton of salt, shit ton of pepper, and a shit ton of butter. It'll taste good. Here you go. Alright. That was delicious. No, it wasn't. It was fucking nasty as hell. Let's go back and enjoy the con.
I had a recording of me walking past the, I had a recording of me walking past the, what's called the dinner, and like, it's just, you can't even see anybody in there, because that's how little people were fucking eating.
I mean, I'd be ordering pizza at that point, but that's just me. So, wait a minute. You mentioned a dealer's room. What, pray tell...
Yes. I have a video.
Oh, you have video. Okay.
Yeah.
What, pray tell, was being dealt at the dealer's room? Like, were there a lot of booths? I think you said there was only 3 booths.
There was just sound effects and calves in their own corner.
Fantastic.
For approximately hours at a time.
Yeah.
Hours at a time, yeah, little plushies and stuff.
Okay.
There was another person there that was selling books and stuff. They were like a pretty old looking fat guy. I don't know who they were, but in the corner was this other chick. She was selling robes and all this kind of stuff, right? And like when I first got there, I saw like some furry wearing it.
Wait. I'm sorry to interrupt you. What? I am terribly sorry to interrupt you. What? You mentioned robes. Are we talking about like white flowing gowns with pointy like caps or hoods or anything like that? Because like when you mention robes, that's okay. You're sure.
I mean, they were magical robes, but they weren't the Grand Wizard robes.
Magical robes. Oh, okay. You know. All right, man. I mean, I had to ask, okay? Like, I just had to ask. So 3 booths, books, whatever J Sound Effects good beer we're selling. Four booths. What was the 4th booth?
The Safari Zoo, and they were, let me just say, those animals look...
Oh, that don't count.
I've seen cockroaches. I've seen that. I mean, well, no, they have their own like little shirts and all that kind of stuff that donate. And let me just say, those animals there. I've seen cockroaches at my job that in better shape. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, they never really seemed like they were really taking care of the animals too well, but what do I know?
I have the pictures of the animals there too. So like, you know, the big ass python in the box, the python, other snakes in boxes, and then there was like 2 fucking turtles. That's it.
They're probably sleeping. They probably saw this as an opportunity to sleep. Oh man, this is sounding pretty concerning what you're telling me. Especially mention the robes, because like my mental imagery around that.
No, the robes. What was called the little magical robes the chick was selling. Okay, so she had that and these little like fluffy dragons that were knitted, and the dragons were selling for $40 fucking. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's like man-made, I guess. So it takes time. But the little fucking cloaks, those costed $200 fucking plus.
They better be hand woven with fucking like silk and gold inlay, because
I have no idea what they were made with. I was like, fuck that.
Were you considering like, okay, so listen, Pedro, I know that like some furries hate you, but you're willing to broaden your horizons and partake of the local flavor. You'll buy things that strike your fancy. There wasn't.
I tried to buy something for Bison's den, but instead he screamed at me for like a fucking 20 minutes.
We don't need to talk about that. Bison, they already had, raised you to like. Oh wait. I think we need a separate interview for your experiences at Anthrocon. But anyway, all that to be stated. Yeah, we'll save it for another video. We'll let's concentrate on FFA. But like honestly. This is... So you wouldn't consider buying anything here, right? Like, nothing was really striking your fancy.
Let me be honest. I debated whether or not stealing one of Sound Effects' plushies.
Whoa! Steve! Listen. This isn't like fucking Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening or nothing like that. You can't just steal shit, and if you got away with it, well, it's gonna be like that game, where, like, for the rest of your life, you're gonna be known as Thief, okay? Like magically somehow?
No.
Like
thief at FFA. No. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are just gonna be like, "Yo, what's going on, thief?" Like, it's just gonna be your name from now on. Okay, from here on out.
But no, I didn't steal anything.
Okay. Like, I'm really happy.
I debated it. I did debate it. I would be lying if I said I didn't debate it.
Your honesty is well appreciated by the people, but like, okay, so I'm conflicted. Okay, stealing is wrong, but in a cockamamie roundabout way, Jason Effects, you may or may not be aware of this, but he has kind of gypped people and fucked people over in the past. So in a way, you just be taking
this panel.
you would just be taking back a little piece of like what he's taken from the fandom over the years. You know, I'm having
pretty much.
I'm having a hard time feeling bad if you did. I do not admonish you for wanting to do it, not doing it. That just shows that you have, integrity and character and honor. But okay, let's get back to the fucking. So did you mentioned some interactions with some of the locals? How'd that go? Like you were clearly dressed in a Killa cosplay, head to toe, painted in basically this color schema with like
trans power.
Yeah, pink, white. What happened when people saw you? Like, any noteworthy interactions you had with some of the locals?
Well, first of all, like they were definitely uncomfortable. Let me just say that. As much as they wanted to pretend they weren't, they were.
They were
Very
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable with me being transgender, and with the guy in the blue fursuit, you might have seen him. The blue fursuit, that guy. He I have a video of that, and he before I didn't catch the first part, but at the beginning he didn't like the fact that I was wearing the transgender stuff. I was like, what the fuck? And I got on my phone, started recording. I asked him what I did that was wrong. He's like, there's the staff members here don't really support those kind of views, so it was kind of rude of you to do that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay.
Wait, what? What do you apologize for?
Are you for or against?
For trans rights?
Okay. I thought because you had the word Killa on it that you were advocating against trans rights.
No, I'm with trans rights.
That's why I made that assumption.
Okay. I thought you didn't like trans people, that's why.
No.
Oh, okay.
I do. I'm a part of that community.
Oh, okay.
Myself.
Well, I've been told that you guys are not trans activists.
I don't do activism for anything.
Oh, okay. No, I heard that this place hates trans people, that's why. And anything that's minority, apparently.
Well, I can't speak for everyone's views, but I can speak for mine.
Well, no, that's what I've heard on Twitter, that's why.
You should send me the channel that you're filming for.
The what? No, I'm not. I don't have a YouTube channel.
Whenever you get a chance, I get one.
Wait a minute.
That happened. That was in the first hour. My first hour there.
Your first hour dressed in a transgender Killa cosplay. Okay, so we've already verified. Wait. So the staff member, the blue fursuit guy, he wasn't like telling you that he didn't appreciate. He's saying that the con staff didn't appreciate
The entirety of the con staff don't see the transgender views. Yes.
Well, you heard it from here, folks. FFA's administration and staff do not appreciate.
I have it on recording.
Wait, did I do something wrong?
Yeah, we don't share those ideals. I personally don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was just express yourself. That's why.
Are you?
Am I what?
Are you just doing this on your own, or are you a YouTuber?
Oh no, I'm here by myself. I go to every. I've been to every con so far, TFF and all that other shit. I might as well give this one a try.
Well, I don't know if the staff will be super appreciative of that.
Oh, okay, I understand. That's a big ass list. Snake.
Okay, like I said before, FFA's administration staff do not appreciate the trans community. Okay, they do not like you. They have clearly discriminated against a fellow member, so that is just unforgivable. But okay. Like trying to be serious about this. So you have recorded interactions with some of these people, but they let you become a part of the Fursuit parade. You're clearly in that picture.
Well, I invaded it. Let's be honest. I have a recording of me just walking into it. Just
oh.
Into it to let you know I'm gonna be a part of this.
It's the Fursuit parade. Let's go.
I guess I have to be in the front.
Everybody just huddle up and say, Farmer Cat stinks like cheese.
Trans rights. Trans rights.
They didn't want you to be a part of it, but you decided to photobomb them anyway at the last minute.
Yeah, I walked with them, like, when the fucking, like, 30 people that were there were all there, like, in their suits. I just budged in, and then got a picture in there.
I mean, hey, they can't discriminate against you. Like, that would show, like, clear-cut discrimination on their part. So they were clearly uncomfortable. You're like an outsider. It's like the in-group, out-group sort of theory here, where it's like the in-group doesn't like you because you're the out-group. But you tried to talk to people and, like, interact and have fun, right?
Yes, I did, but there wasn't that many people to really interact with, so...
How many people would you guesstimate? Like, without looking it up, just off the top of your head, guesstimate.
When the Fursuit parade happened and I walked in it, approximately, just about, like, 48.
48? That sounds strangely specific.
Maybe 30? Maybe 38?
Maybe 38. Do you want to know what the actual...
Average.
Well, do you want to know what the actual attendees, like, ended up being?
I actually do, actually.
Okay. Supposedly, and I don't buy this for, like, a second, but supposedly it was 77 people, which is literally half of what
That
was
is
like...
fucking cap! That is fucking... No, that's a fucking lie. I was there. What the fuck is that bullshit?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's accurate, but granted, I didn't think last year's attendance figures were accurate either. But, hey, I mean, props to you. You actually went there to, like, suss it out, investigate, and, you know, play. Yeah, well, I mean, the T word need not be said. Okay. So, real speak, you said that you actually... Alright, so you're already being treated differently for looking different from everybody else.
Correct. Yes, correct.
What other noteworthy interactions did you have?
Well, I got to talk to Foxler and shake his hand. I think I should probably cut off my hand after that, so...
Yeah, he doesn't exactly wash his fursuit regularly. At least it doesn't look like it.
No, I talked to him and I said on clips like, oh yeah, I was like, oh, it's nice to meet the guy who was the furry raider leader, and his allegations are 100% allegations and totally are not fake.
Oh, okay.
How's it going? I've heard about you a lot, especially when it comes to your quote-unquote past actions, even though I'm pretty sure they were allegations. Yeah, I heard, never mind.
Hey, Joel.
Never mind. It's just nice to meet, you're the creator of Furry Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nice to meet a based man like you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Based, it means, you're not PC. Never mind. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, enticement of minors over straight lines.
Actions.
Yeah.
I pretty much said that right in front of him. And he pretended like he didn't hear me the entire time. He was like, what? I'm like, bro, you can hear me. I know you can.
I mean, he's got to take things in stride, man. He's Foxer Nightfire. He is like the worst of the worst. Baddest of the bunch. Although, if you want to believe...
Then,
Go ahead.
Oh, no, yeah, right after I did that, I call him out for his, well, not call him out, but pretty much, like, passively say, like, hey, yo, you're a molester.
Mo Lester. Yeah, that's his real name. Mo Lester. Go ahead.
But after that, the blue guy, right? I have this on recording too. Afterwards, like I think this is when it struck him that he realized that this is when they realized that they're not getting any more attendees. So they fucking decided like I guess give like lenience towards me because the blue guy. He walked up to me and said like, oh, I thought you were saying that. I thought you were wearing this against anti-trans people, which makes no fucking sense like at all. Like if you ask me, like why the fuck would I wear that and be anti-trans? Like that makes no fucking sense. But anyways. He said that. He's like, oh, I thought it was anti-trans because us people here actually, we're okay with it. We don't see views with people who hate trans people. I'm like, then, what the fuck was the previous comment then? What are you talking about?
I think they got a bad case of, like, senile syndrome, but go ahead.
But after he did that, like, you know, he just played it off like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then he tried to say like, oh, when you're out of character, you can come and talk to me. I'm like, oh, we can.
When you're out of character. Sorry, just okay. Come back when you're like not trans. Like, tell that to a trans person. See what happens. Well, I bet there's gonna be some fists thrown, some like fucking screaming, you know. Anyway, whatever. Go ahead.
I know you're putting on a character, but if you ever want a genuine chat, you know,
I mean, we can talk right now. This is what I do at every con. What?
I know that's nothing wrong.
What?
I know that's nothing wrong.
It is actually. I've been to multiple cons. Well, what? Do you have something to say?
I'll talk with you because, I mean, it seems like you believe that we have, even if it's just for the views or whatever, that we have certain views, and I'd like to tell you what those are instead of, you know,
Twitter?
assuming or Twitter or anybody else.
Well, that's usually I heard that. I called that this is the disaster con, that's why.
It's just a small con. It's you know, it's been impacted by drama. I'm not gonna, you know.
Every con's been impacted by drama.
Well, that's true. I can't disagree with that.
I mean, have you seen what happens at Anthrocon?
Anthrocon was the one I didn't see this year, but I've seen what happened to other cons.
Oh, Crusader Cat was there. That's why it was a sight to see. And we all know Crusader Cat's a genuine individual.
Anyways, after that happened, like, you know, it was cool and all. But then I got a recording for this, and I got to talk to Jason and the lovely screaming banshee cabs.
Yeah, she definitely left an impression after I watched that Bleakley video, but she wasn't screaming at you though. I hope.
Thankfully, not yet.
Not yet, but you feel like it's coming in the future. You know, like
If I go back, which I won't, but yes.
It's kind of like in Left 4 Dead, where like the witch is in your presence and it's crying, and you're just like, and then she starts getting aggro because you're getting too close, and you know what's coming.
Yeah, but anyways, I got to talk to Jason, and I walked up to him and said, "Hey, yo, I got a video recording of it." And I was like, "Hey, yo, Jason, what's poppin'? Let's get a picture, right?" And I got a picture, and I asked him straight up to his face, "Hey, Jason, how's it feel that you're the yandere dev of the furry fandom, according to people?"
Yo, Jason, we got a picture.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm with you. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I like your shit.
Well, thank you.
For a pic?
Okay, so how does it feel you're a yandere dev of the furry world, according to people?
I don't care.
Oh, I see.
Still gets me paid.
Oh yeah, you know, $6,000 a month.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take it.
It must be nice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So yeah, this con is it's all right.
It'll grow. Give it time.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. People are too scared of it right now.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
They'll grow some balls with time.
Is this the woman of the hour right here? Cabs.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Cat.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going decent.
I like the vibe that you're doing with your outfit.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just have to make sure people know that trans rights exist.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that helps diversify the pick, right? It's like, oh, we hate these people, but fuck, he's got this going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
thing, a lot of people don't get it. Like, everybody's welcome.
You just do whatever you want. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I see. No, yeah, I've been booted out of like 5 cons so far. So. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. You can ask TFF first, but I go. So.
Oh well. Well, you can come here, so.
Yeah, I did.
The yandere dev of the furry fandom.
Yep.
That's a very
Yep,
apt
yandere dev of the
title.
furry fandom.
Yeah, that's a very apt title. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Last time I checked, Bear Street Fighters isn't released, so definitely yandere dev syndrome.
Supposedly, there was a lot of excitement about revamping it and bringing it back, but like, there are a multitude of different projects that he would start, never finish, still kept collecting money because people's desperation for it to eventually be released.
$5,000 a month.
I mean, hey, listen, man, you got to support yourself some way, okay? But in his case, I actually used to be a Jason FX fanboy. I played Amorous, you know, the fucking furry, the furry dating fuck game, and then you realize the person who made it, or at least conceptualized it, was actually a terrible person. And I've already floated it to my subscribers. I'm just like, is there a separation, a distinction between appreciating the artist, like, or I should say, appreciating the art, separating it from the artist, you know, because patently, Jason Effects has done some pretty raunchy things in the past, you know? You already know this, though.
Correct.
Okay. So, you got to shake hands with Foxer Nightfire. When you describe that blue guy, like the blue guy in the blue fursuit, I'm honestly thinking of a member of the Blue Man Crew. Like, that was my inside, like, imagination. Like, a member of the Blue Man Crew was just like, hey, man, like, that's cool, but come back when you're out of character and we can talk. Oh, man.
He didn't want to talk to me face to face, like, right then and there. I don't know why. But then, like he said, he wants to talk to me out of character. Even though anybody can talk to me at any given moment, I'm not really technically a character. I'm just me.
Was he just, like, avoiding eye contact with you? Was just like, you know, looking at his shoes, looking at the ceiling, like what?
I couldn't tell. He was wearing a fursuit.
That's true. Okay. You don't even know where his eyes are going. Well, okay.
No, I don't know.
So, you talked to Foxer, you talked to Blue Man Guy, you talked to Jason Effects. How was...
Cabs.
And Cabs. How was Cabs? She wasn't screaming, obviously, but what was she all about?
Well, she was an alright individual, minus the fact that of her past records and committing the cuck relationship.
Yeah. That's been a kind of a hot button topic, but Jason Effects was cool. He took a picture with you. You took a picture with him.
Well, if you count a video recording as picture, yeah, sure.
I mean, you can screen cap that shit, but.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that I called him the Yandere Devil.
Yeah, you know, look, I don't know if he's a glutton for punishment. Maybe he just soaks up all that negativity and it fuels his ego or something like that, but...
Well, to quote what he said, gets me paid so he doesn't care.
Gets me paid so he doesn't care. Okay, whatever. And yet people still...
That's what he said. It's on recording.
Yeah. People still support him, so I guess I can't fault him too much. How about the very head honcho of this whole thing?
PeaceWolf.
Yes. You got a chance to talk to her. What happened?
Oh, yes, I did. I went to her panel.
Wait, she had a panel. Wait. Okay, you need to tell me about this panel, man. I didn't realize she had a panel. What was the panel about?
It was about Twitching 101.
Okay, not what I was expecting. I was expecting her to be like, hey everybody, it's me, PeaceWolf. We need to all, you know, remember peace and love and prosperity and come together as a fandom so that we can triumph over evil. Some bullshit like that. I don't know. Her name's PeaceWolf. And, I mean, okay, so... I kind of waffle on this only insofar as there's the old PeaceWolf that would condemn you for being gay, trans, or anything like that. And then there's new PeaceWolf that runs out.
That's still true.
Well, still. Like, then there's new PeaceWolf that ran out on her husband and entered a polycule relationship with Jason Effects and Kabir. And does drugs. And like, you know, whatever, like, consumables get you high. How was the panel?
I mean, it was a panel.
That's your only reaction? It's like, well, it's a thing. It happened. I don't remember what happened.
I mean, she told me quick ways of how to, you know, use money for people to interact with the stream. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Give us more money. Like, you're not doing it right. Give me more money. Reminds me of that.
Oh wait, actually, I remember what she said. on the panel. What was it called? She said like to branch out with lower streamers, middle streamers, and higher streamers, so that you can like fluctuate between using people to get more fucking views. She said that on her panel, like how like you can hang out with like streamers who are like have a little bit more views, so that she can get like, you know, the influx from like every single person, middle ground people, popular people, lower ground people, get all the influx, so that you know you can get like your name on Twitch.
That's terrible. That's using other people. Well, I mean, I know that everyone does it, but still, that's just like, that's kind of scummy behavior. Okay.
It's in a panel, like, bro, you have to make yourself look somewhat genuine.
You said it yourself. But, well, she is a raging hypocrite, so what would I expect less? Oh. Wait. So, you went to her panel. Did you get a chance to talk to her?
I got to ask her a question, and you're gonna love this question because I have it on video.
Fantastic. Let's hear it.
So, I raised my hand after a few people asked her a question, and Jason was here to hear this.
Yeah.
So I raised my hand and I asked her, since she's talking about Twitch streaming, I said, hey, I don't know if this is correct or not, but did you get your inspiration from Dr. Disrespect or someone like that?
Good morning, sunshine.
Woo! That guy's an asshole. But go ahead.
But after I said that, she tried to play it off like, oh yeah, I've heard of him and all that kind of stuff. But Jason, he was offended. He knew exactly what situation I was talking about when it came to the Mr. Doc.
Well, wait. Well, like, how did Jason Effects react?
I could be wrong about this, but have you gotten inspiration from one of the streamers, Dr. Disrespect, or somebody else? Have you gotten inspiration from Dr. Disrespect or some other streamer?
Have I gotten inspiration from other people?
Yeah, or Dr. Disrespect. I could be wrong about the first one.
I've heard of him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But has anybody give you inspiration or something like of that likes?
I get inspiration from mainly other streamer friends, so like Jason and my friend Killa. There's a lot of people that I will reach out to in my community for ideas too. There's something that we can set up. We've got people that are super dedicated. You can talk to them regularly. I can find them that are Oh, in terms of entertainers that I get inspiration from, I like Mark.
Oh, okay.
Did he just like look at you? Did he like? He didn't.
He looked at me. A few other people also looked at me.
Well, he didn't flip you off or nothing like that. He didn't like
No, he was in his tone. You can tell like he knew exactly what I was talking about. Like because we all know that Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife. So like this is a perfect opportunity to fucking make the comparison.
I forgot about that.
That's why I said, did she get inspiration from that? Did she get inspiration?
Oh no! That's terrible.
That's why Jason was mad. It was great.
I mean, hey, well played, sir. But my question now is, so that was your only interaction. You didn't get to like go over to her and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Well, first of all, she was MIA for the most part, and every time she was around, fucking Jason and Cass were like, "Oh yes, my fucking sandwich."
Jesus Christ! So wait, I saw her on the. How long did you stay?
10 to 10, like 12 hours.
Oh, okay. That's a ripe long day. That's your entire day. Minus like.
Then I went back home at literally at 5 a.m. in the morning.
Jesus Christ! I mean, you are committed to the bit. I will give you that. So she wasn't really available. She was like just out and about, just doing whatever, taking care of stuff.
No, she was walking around the place. Anytime, like Jason and Cavs would be around the place, but if PeaceWolf were there, they were definitely there as well. There was anybody who was saying like they were around them. No, that was true. Because when I was at the the comedy show.
Yeah.
She was sitting in like front row, right? And then Jason and Cav showed up, right? And then they just sat down like somewhere in like the left side in the like third row. She got the fuck up just to walk over there, sitting in between them. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
They're really emphasizing that polycule hard. Wait.
Oh no, yes they are.
So wait, you said a comedy show. Dare I ask?
Disaster show, I would say.
I was about to say. It's like.
Well, no, okay. To be fair, okay. So the first thing was like, the Kiryu Nova guy in the Confederate suit, right? Well, he was in the other suit. Isn't that suit based off a dead person, like the other one?
Yes, Lemonade Coyote, who was a valued EMT to the community and died in the line of duty, and almost a week afterwards, something like that, fucking Magnus puts together a fucking Frankenstein version, and he's like,
Mad Blood.
He's just like, hey everybody, Lemonade Coyote's still alive, and it was like. Basically, yeah, the whole thing was very in poor taste, obviously, but it's Magnus.
Gotta give him.
Good.
Gotta give him props. He doesn't have limits. Holy
fuck. No, he does not have limits, but not something that I would be glorifying or anything like that. Anyway, whatever. So.
I'm not glorifying it. I'm just saying.
But my question is also like, what pray tell was taking place at this comedy show?
Well, I have the entire recording of their little fucking act they did. They were pretty much doing MTV lip sync battle.
An MTV lip sync battle.
Yeah, they were doing that for the first part, like with guitars and all that kind of shit. And then the second one, some fat pirate chick was talking about like being positive and mental health and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like sitting there like, isn't this a bit ironic that you guys are talking about like being nice and like, you know, taking care of each other when, you know, you cuck the shit out of what's his name? Fox
Glove.
What was the husband's name again?
Foxglove. Yeah.
Foxglove, yeah, that guy.
The guy who
Yeah,
was like yeah, go ahead.
There was that, and then I left for a little bit because I wanted to go sit down outside the room, and that's when I met the cowboy guy. What's his name?
Stallion Slaughter, or Stallion Pony.
Yeah, that's when I met him, and you know, we talked for a little bit. He was cool, and I hope to pray to God that, you know, me thinking he's cool, I hope he's not
on the level
like them. I'm pretty sure.
No. He seems like a cool guy. I think he's okay.
Yeah, no, he was fine. He was a cool cowboy. But like, anyways, I talked to him for a little bit, and that's when, you know, everybody got to see the picture of like, you know, the first picture of me in my trans outfit on the Twitter.
Yeah, it definitely attracted some heads. I mean, some people were like, you know, shitting on your good name, but they just don't understand you. But like, when you said that you had to leave the room just to get some air and stuff like that, I suspect that you had to get out of the room before you like threw up or something like that, or maybe got up and pulled Leonidas.
I had to get out of the room before I fucking actually killed myself as well, but I just wanted to sit down.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's just like, this isn't funny. Like.
And then I will say it is true. The magician, like the magician was mediocre. I mean, I'd rather watch Chris Angel instead. Let's be honest.
Is this your card?
That's pretty much what he was doing, yeah. But I watched that. The magic show was okay, but I'm pretty sure the dude was a normie. He had no idea what the con really was.
Yeah. They threw him like what, $25 and said, "Hey, do some magic." And this guy's
I
like,
think that's what happened to him. Yeah, I think that's what happened to him. Like that's pretty much. But the guy who ran the comedy show, like, I'll admit that dude who was on the stage doing the comedy. Yeah, he was funny. I'll admit, yeah, he was actually decently funny. Like I will not lie about that. That was the best part about the show, was his like quick comedy bit at the end, and he actually was a funny person.
So what was his act like? Was he like, you know, Dave Chappelle? Was he like Dane Cook?
Like life stories.
Oh, okay. I can die.
Literally, I made a recording earlier. I made a recording an hour before I fucking went into the room. I thought I said like, let's see if he's like Dave Chappelle. He's gonna get himself canceled. And well, no, he wasn't like Dave Chappelle.
Okay. Was he actually like part of the convention though? Was he like one of them? Or was he just like kind of like the magician dude, just pulled it off the street, giving some money, and it's like,
well, he's definitely a fucking furry, I would say, but I don't think, from what I can tell, he's a bad guy. Like I said, I don't know much about like all the furry drama, but I think he's one of those level-headed guys that he's pretty much like me, because what's called the candy corn guy, right?
Yeah.
On Telegram afterwards, I really don't give a flying fuck who you are, as long as you're not fucking, you know, touching God's children. You know, that's my fucking limit, honestly.
No, I feel you. But
like, that's my limit. I don't really like, you can be like, you know, say the worst shit, or like be like Dave Chappelle, like we just said, and like all that kind of stuff. As long as you are not doing things to kids, like we're good. Like, and like, you know, a few other exceptions that I can't think of right now, but that's pretty much what I see him as. Like, he's probably one of those guys that like doesn't care like about like a few of those guys, I guess. But I don't fucking know. Like, he wasn't really there that much.
Yeah, that's fine.
He was like right there at the end, like with the comedy show. So I'm not sure if he's a bad guy or not. I need Twitter to answer that for me, so I have no idea.
I mean, if somebody's a bad dude, like a bad hombre, then you're going to find out, because all the people are going to start bitching about him. That's the quickest, surest way. Although, there are exceptions to the rule. You know, that is not the rule. But, you know, you never know. But, I get you. So, you know, you went to the comedy show. Things were cool. You got to meet Stallion Slaughter, or Slaughter Stallion. And he was pretty cool.
He was all right.
So, what happened after that? What's next?
The rave.
You much of a dancer?
You know, funny enough. Okay, let me just say this real quick.
Sure.
To everybody who hates me, I will tear up all your asses on the dance floor. Fucking try me.
You know what? I could get behind that. Like, you know, we're not gonna do
20 pounds of extra equipment when I'm walking around that Killa outfit.
Yeah, we're not gonna fight with fisticuffs. We're gonna fight like West Side Story, through dancing. You think of this, bro? No, but seriously, like, the rave happens. I'm gonna be honest with you, bud. I watched like Stallion Slaughter's like fucking like posts about that. It didn't look like so much of a rave. I mean, you had like Jay Soneffects being like, "Woo, raise the roof," but that's about it. Like, everybody was doing like this, just like, and that's not really
the funniest fucking clip of that shit.
Oh no. Oh no.
So pretty much what I did, I saw just sound effects and PeaceWolf dancing, and what I decided to do was I recorded them, right? And I just recorded like 50 seconds of this, and I like just zoomed in on just sound effects and PeaceWolf dancing, and then I would turn to Cabs who's all by herself in the corner.
That's pretty fucked, actually. That's why I never really bought into like a polyamorous relationship type deal. Unless there was...
Eventually they dance together, but, you know, it first started with JJ and fucking, what was called, PeaceWolf.
Yeah, it's just like, someone's gonna be left out, eventually. But, maybe Kabir was just checking on her phone, maybe she was just, like, you know, catching her breath or something like that, or...
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't.
She was just like... But she was in Fursuit, right?
She was watching. No, yeah, she was in Fursuit watching them dance, and then after just sound effects got done, then she started dancing with them. It was the weirdest fucking tango I ever saw in my entire life.
The weirdest fucking tango. Like, I didn't watch too closely what Stallion Slaughter posted, but how would you describe their dance abilities? You know, mediocre, on the low side, on the high side. What? Give me an estimate.
Capable. That's all I could say.
Did you say capable?
Yeah, capable.
They're just capable. They could do better, but they chose not to.
They could. Yes, yes.
And the music, from what I understand, there wasn't even a DJ.
No, it was a playlist, but the playlist was alright. I mean, it was old school, like, well, if you count 2010 music as old school, but yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, the music didn't sound bad. It's just like, some of the songs were kind of stock, though. It's like, really?
It's like, it was your normal, like, fucking, you know, like, Pitbull, like, tonight, I'll give you everything tonight, all that shit, you know.
Dude.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Well, you play that shit like a meme. Like, that's something that you, like, sort of, like, gear the whole, like, event towards. You don't just spontaneously play it and expect to get the same reaction, but...
That's pretty much what they were playing.
Oh, man. Please tell me that you made...
I was there for like 20 to 30 minutes and I left. I was like, I cannot dance with these fucking people. I gotta go.
I mean, how many people were dancing at any given time?
5.
Wow, you're a hell of a lot more generous than I am. I said it was about 3 to 4. You're giving it an extra person.
I mean, I had to give the extra. I gave extra too because it was just mostly chasing Cabs and fucking peaceful dancing.
That's, you know what? In every video clip I've seen, it was always those 3. And then you'd see all these, like, simps, you know, that's the only way I can describe them, like, recording everything like it's some grand, like, you know, event, like, gala. Okay, this is shaping up to be...
I wanted to be Crusader Cab, but he wasn't there.
Well, I'm going to tell you why in a second, but, this is already shaping up to be a little bit of a train wreck, you know?
Yes.
Okay, please tell me that you made a grand exit. Like, you know, maybe it was like a mic drop moment, you finally took off the helmet, you looked in disgust at everybody around you, and you left.
I recorded me leaving, but I left the rest of my transgender stickers there.
Bravo, sir, bravo! Unfortunately, probably wound up in the trash, but... I have to, like, you know,
I guarantee you, oh, actually, I have a story about that shit when it came to those fucking stickers.
Okay, you know what? Let's hear the story. Fuck it.
I couldn't get the first half of what these guys said to me, but I had my trans flag that I had, obviously. I brought stickers with it, and I just had, like, you know, there's like 4 tables here. Let me drop some other stickers around here, right?
Yeah.
So I put like 4 stickers down, and these 2 guys over there, one was recording, and the other one was like walking around the place.
Artist alley. Are you getting good business at the artist alley?
No. I don't have a thing in the artist alley.
Except for those stickers.
Well, yeah, I would give them away.
Exactly. You're cornering that market.
Well, yeah, trans rights.
Okay, they were passive aggressive towards me, like, at first, but they didn't say that much to me, right?
There you go. There you go.
What? Wait, what'd you say? Oh, are they still there also?
Yeah.
But, okay, I first started talking around the ball pit. I was like, oh, like, lay in the ball pit, right? And all that shit, and they did. And then, like, I pretend, like, you know, like I told you, I do the fake, where I do the fake body slam, right? Remember that? Oh.
This is a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
There wasn't that much room to jump, and I didn't want to pop the thing. So, I mean, I should have, but still.
That would have been fucking amazing, though. Like, as like a final...
I didn't jump this time, right?
Yeah.
But so I did that, and then like the moment I did that, right, and then he's okay. For some reason, when I did that fake, like scare thing, right, he said to me like, he's like, no, I'm not trans. I'm like, what?
He said that to you?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not trans. Yeah, he said like, I'm not trans. I'm like, okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Maybe dudes.
No, it gets better.
Oh, go ahead.
But after that, I put the stickers down after they were done looking in the ball pit, like with their little like fucking 2006 camera they had going on there. But what was it called? They said something to me. I didn't hear it at first, but because I was pulling out my phone when they were saying something to me. What was it called? They said something like, oh, are you the Artist Alley guy? I'm like, what? And they're like,
the Artist Alley guy.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, well, you put all your stickers around the place. Like, oh, are you here to ruin the con or destroy or save the con? I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, oh, well, you have all that trans stuff, so like you got to be doing something, right? I'm like, I guess because trans rights. And they're like, oh yeah, well there you go. And then they walked off. I have a recording of them saying that to me.
And there you go.
I couldn't get the first half, but I got the other half.
I would have just been like, both. Just okay. So trans.
I was just like, wow, these guys are just hella passive aggressive compared to everybody else.
Yeah. Transphobia is alive and well in FreeFurAll. You heard it from here, folks. If you're transgender, don't go to FreeFurAll. Granted, you were probably not even thinking about going to FreeFurAll. And by the way it's sounding, it's not even going to exist by next year. But, okay.
There's no way it will be.
You never know, man. When people want something hard enough, they will find a way. Even if... It's kind of like that scene in SpongeBob, where, like, SpongeBob, for some reason, Patrick leaves SpongeBob. And SpongeBob's, like, lonely, right? So he starts talking to inanimate objects. He pulls out, like, a Pringle, a Kleenex, and, like, a rubber band. It's like, he's just like, hey, guys, you're all here. Hey. Oh, okay. And, like, I don't know. In my imagination, like, a gust of wind blows him away, but I know that doesn't happen. Okay, so you left. Did anything happen on your way out? You just recorded yourself leaving? Grand exit.
Yeah, giving my honest opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an opinion at this point.
No, go ahead.
I got my phone, recorded me saying like, wow, that was pretty tragic.
Well, for all the people wondering, yeah, it was bad. It was not good.
I got in my lift, got to my hotel, watched UFC, watched the UFC later on that night. Went to sleep for 3 hours. Got up, went to the airport, and messaged a few people about it immediately.
Including me.
Yes.
Which I'm graciously thankful for, because now we have a story to talk about. But because I was morbidly. Go ahead.
Oh wait, what? Oh no, let me say this real quick then. What was it called? When it came to the transgender thing, okay. When I was talking to, I forgot to say this, when I was talking to Jason after calling him Yandere Dev, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just here being a trans activist, right? They're like, oh yeah, we need that. We need the diversity here. And, also I was sitting there like, yeah, sure you do. They were just gaslighting the shit out of me. I know they were. They were gaslighting the absolute fuck out of me. Every single person there. You can tell by people's tones and attitudes, they were very fucking uncomfortable near me. Very.
Here's the problem. You're an outsider. They know that you're an outsider. And they suspect that you're not there for the benefit of the con or to have a good time. So they're just like, they have to be careful what they say around you. So those two guys that were being passive aggressive and like being like, are you trying to help the con or destroy it? It's like, well, I'm just here for trans activism. Well, there you go.
What was called actually? What was called? Son of a bitch! No, I just lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Oh, you're fine. It's an open interview. This shit ain't scripted, so it's just like whatever comes to mind. But what I was going to tell you, I mean, pretty solid end of the night, honestly. Watching some UFC like fighting, going just like, body slam and like doing all this other stuff. But what I'm thinking is, here's the reason that you didn't see people like Diesel Raccoon or like Crusader Cat. Crusader Cat already saw the writing on the wall and he called it, and he's just like, FreeFurAll is dead.
Ironic.
Well, he ranted and raved about it like months ago, so he wasn't coming.
What? When he was at Anthrocon?
No. This is before Anthrocon. This is when the whole PeaceWolf saga truly began in like the coming months, because the aftershocks of
disrespect.
Well, yeah. Her Dr. Disrespect saga. She kind of runs out on her family, which is really just her husband and an adopted 17-year-old. She runs out, enters a polycule relationship with Jason FX. The most damning thing about that whole thing is the fact that somebody on the board of directors, an insider in Awoo Association or FreeFurAll, they recorded all of their meetings and made them public, like leaked them out, you know? And it's through those...
I heard about that.
Yeah. And it's like through those meetings, you get to see like initially there's like, all right, we're going to remain tight-lipped about this. We ain't going to be talking about, no foxglove, PeaceWolf drama. We're not going to be even acknowledging it. It's going to be swept under the rug. And on top of that, Foxglove actually...
They actually did that.
Yeah, and like Foxglove actually talks to the board of directors directly, and he actually raises some good points. I'm not going to deny to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Foxglove is still a massive piece of shit. Okay, he's a two-faced motherfucker that is hypocritical.
I really don't know who he is, so I don't care.
Yeah. But at the very least, they did him dirty. This was an inside job. Everybody was backing PeaceWolf. The problem is, like, the staff members should have probably checked themselves before they wrecked themselves because it looked very bad to like an outside observer looking in, and people inside recognized that and were just like, yo, the public needs to see this shit because, we sure as fuck don't want Jason FX and Kabir representing the rest of us. A lot of them were
right
more on the Christian leaning side of things. They didn't really find this polycule relationship to be the least bit acceptable, cute, or funny. So,
Being diapers and fucking cats is nothing but cheating. That's morally unacceptable.
Well, I told people, it's like, some of these people are the most morally reprehensible, bankrupt, degenerate people ever. But running out on your husband to enter a polycule with two poppy furs, that's a sin against God.
Unforgivable.
Yeah.
Unforgivable. Disgusting.
Throw her in jail and lock away the key. Honestly, when I make my follow-up video to all this, my initial perception of all this is completely wrong. You would be surprised to know this, but I actually was rooting, this is like rooting for, somebody in the shit show Olympics, but I was the least bit sympathetic more towards PeaceWolf because Foxglove's the one that made it public in the first place, therefore, he shares some of the blame. But then, over time, it's weird, right? Foxglove, the whole reason I distrusted him in the early days is because he adopted that Hail Jesus crap where he's like acting like he's, a born-again Christian. He's repented. All the sins wiped away. Willing to live a straight and narrow life from here on out. I found that bullshit. That's just like, nah, dude, you're trying to make yourself look better by comparison. But maybe subconsciously it worked, but I sincerely believe that PeaceWolf shares a little bit more, of the blame here than Foxglove. Not saying that he's a saint or nothing, but, Granted, this is not a story of heroes and villains. It's a shit show. Everybody here is corrupt. So, let's see what time it's getting to be. Wow, we're almost at the hour mark.
I still have time.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming out here and sharing your eyewitness testimony to everything that you bore witness to. I'm just gonna go ahead and give the camera to you for a bit. Go ahead and anything that you might have missed or forgotten about due to losing your train of thought. Anything that comes to mind, man. That you remember.
I was gonna say that what was called the one place the whole damn censoring the Foxglove stuff, right?
Yeah.
I recorded. You can see it on my Instagram. I recorded the video of me with the whiteboard saying "Stay hydrated," right? And I put in between the two characters that PeaceWolf obviously drew, right?
Yeah.
And I put in between it, and don't forget to cheat. About a couple hours later, they fucking erased it.
So wait a minute. You mentioned the charity auction. That's something that we glossed over. That's something that we...
I have the whole video. I recorded everything. I could send you the video, the entirety, what was there, of the fucking shit they had to give away. Oh my god, it was sad.
What was it? I saw the plushie, but that's all I saw.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the plushie. There was the plushie, a couple more plushies, a Mountain Dew pack, a FreeFurAll sign with panel room sign with everybody's names on it, a FreeFurAll poster with Cabs and Jasonifix autograph, a Fast and Furious RC car. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, a Zootopia book, and then a Zootopia poster, and a few other like plushies, and that's
That sounds
oh,
terrible.
Yeah, a pillow for like airplane for a pillow for like airplane for your neck. Remember? You know those things.
Yeah, something to really write home about. That's something I want to donate to charity for.
But it was zebra striped.
Okay. I can buy one straight from the fucking Marshalls down the street, and it'd still be better. Anyway,
I don't remember right now, but I can send you the video, like all the bids they did, and all. I recorded the bid, I showed the item, recorded the bid, showed the item. I have like it's like a 2-minute video of me doing that. And I also recorded another walk around of like the con at 5, like around like 5 or 3 o'clock to show everybody it's just as about as fucking dead as the other post yesterday.
Oh no. I mean, I really appreciate it, and just coming above and beyond and doing all this, but any other experiences or noteworthy happenings that you bore witness to that you felt were truly out of the ordinary? Or
there was another drawing of Foxglove, right, like saying "milady," and I fucking put an arrow pointing at him and just wrote down "cheated on," and that got erased as well later on the day.
Of course it did. Okay. So supposedly, the only people that actually attended FreeFurAll this year were, obviously, we got PeaceWolf, we got Jason Effects and Kabir, you know, con chairwoman with 2 guests of honor. But apart from them, there were all the board members that were still backing PeaceWolf 110%, and the Furry Raiders.
Right.
Which is a
There's
decent.
a lot of those guys. They're holy shit.
How many Furry Raiders would you say? 50%?
I say approximately. Okay, there was one guy wearing a Nick Wilde scout uniform.
Okay.
He had a Furry Raider badge. Nova had a Furry Raider badge, and so did what's his name? Foxter, obviously, because he's the leader.
Yeah.
And then there was like 2 other people I can't remember.
The more you tell me.
Their own custom patch now. Like there was green, there was orange, there was yellow.
I'm just imagining a bunch of.
They're making their own LGBTQ rainbow fucking armband.
I'm just imagining like a bunch of fucking goose-stepping fursuiters wearing like the red armband with the paw print. I don't know what they're gonna be doing, but everything that you've told me killed me inside a little bit, just a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
But you know.
Try being there.
Yeah, I probably wear a hazmat suit. You know those NBC suits they were giving out during the 1970s? You see them sometimes on like eBay and stuff like that. I'm tempted to buy one, like the one that's been sealed, and like only break it out, like wear it in a pack on my back, like a backpack, and just like tear it open only like during certain like truly toxic situations, you know, like a diaper fur. Or just sound effects, or something like that, you know? Just like, there cannot be any more, like, situations more worthy of, like, ripping that thing open, putting it on, and just being like, you know, trying to avoid a situation. But what I was gonna say was, the one silver lining to all of this, 2024 has been confirmed. And can you guess who the guest of honor is gonna be for 2024 FreeFurAll? Very Hitler himself.
Adolf Hitler, Commander des Third Reich.
Hier wird ein Gesetz alles Handeln bestimmen. Das Volk lebt nicht für die Wirtschaft und die Wirtschaft existiert nicht für das Kapital, sondern das Kapital dient der Wirtschaft und die Wirtschaft dem Volk. Und der Bruch der uns in den 14 bunten Bildern gemachten Zusicherungen begann für Deutschland, das heißt für das schaffende deutsche Volk, eine Zeit grenzenlosen Unglücks.
Yeah, Foxer Nightfire, confirmed as guest of honor for 2024. It really sucks that you didn't stick around for the closing ceremonies. Not that that's anything to write home about, but
I wanted to go home.
To make sure everybody knows this shit is just as bad, if not worse, than what you thought it was. Thank God I'm only here for one day.
You know what's ironic is like the animation that they use to advertise the convention is that There's like 4 furries being passive aggressive, bitching about people on social media, and then just Zone Effect shows up. It's like, you want a real party? Well, yeah, but it's like, you want a real party? Here you go! And like, he sucks all these people in, and they go to the convention. But like, the guy who's getting sucked in is like, I just want to go home. And that was you.
That was me.
Oh man. Alright. Honestly, everything that Pedro has told me today kind of coincides with everything that Stallion Slaughter announced on his Twitter and regaled us about stories of cringe, you know, about a con fail, FreeFurAll 2023. And this was supposed to be the thing that sort of cemented Jason Effects and Kabir being a permanent fixture of Awoo Association and FreeFurAll. It fell on its face, because nobody likes Jason Effects and Kabir. At least that denomination of furries do not. So, remains to be seen where we go from here, ladies and gentlemen. But next year, it's going to be Fox and Nightfire rallying the Third Reich. You know, you're the one that pointed it out to me. You're the one that pointed it out to me. It's like, wait, this is going to be the 3rd year of FreeFurAll's existence with Fox or Nightfire. Basically, furry Hitler at the helm as the guest of honor. Is this the start of like the furry Third Reich? I sincerely hope not, but you know, the correlations here are too strong to ignore. Let's hope nothing happens. Pedro, I can't thank you enough for coming out here, being willing to talk to me today, and regaling the dear audience all of your collective experiences, everything that came to mind. Because, you know...
I have a little bit more.
Oh, you have a little bit more? You want to say it right now?
Yeah, because, well, let me just get out of the way, the video, right? All that animation clearly just went towards the fucking video, because what was called PeaceWolf on our Twitch panel, right? I have a picture of her Twitch art thing. Right, and it's just more fucking AI art done by Jason.
AI art? So
for her Twitch, yeah.
That's a pretty hot bucket topic. Like already furries don't.
No, it gets better. And then what was called their little AI art they were posting on the what was called the Twitter, right?
Yeah.
They used that for their fucking event schedule and taped it to the fucking wall.
I mean, listen, man, we gotta save time and money.
No. Here's the real good part. I have a picture of this. This was their little rule thing they had on their wall. Let me read it off for y'all. Okay. What FreeFurAll is? A place where you can meet new people and make new friends. An opportunity to raise money for local charity in need. A community of enthusiasts from all walks of life coming together to celebrate fandoms for a weekend. A non-profit organization run solely by volunteers who sacrifice their time and energy and money to create the best convention experience for their attendees.
The best.
What FreeFurAll is not. This is the real part. What FreeFurAll is not. A space to focus on what is happening on the internet, clearly. An opportunity to test boundaries of what is socially acceptable, clearly.
What?
A space to focus on what separates us rather than unites us. And last but not least, a politically charged space for debates, agendas, or harassment. That is not what FreeFurAll is. Oh, welcome to America's Anthro Convention FreeFurAll.
Well, you remember what I said about PeaceWolf being a little bit of a hypocrite. That's where it's coming out. Just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit, you know? Oh my god.
That's what was on the wall. I have a picture. It's on my phone. It will never be deleted.
Fucking beautiful. Alright, you know what? I think we've hit the hour mark.
But, yeah, that's...
Oh, we didn't. You got 7 seconds. Go ahead.
Oh shit, trans rights.
You heard it from here, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro, aka Killa, has decided to come out, break the silence, and reveal to you all everything that happened at FreeFurAll 2023. Thank you very much for coming on the show to regale us all on stories of cringe and the unpleasantries.
You wanna know something funny?
What's that?
It was me who pissed in the ball pit.
You motherfucker! Ladies and gentlemen, how could I be so careless and cruel not to acknowledge the fact that dear Pedro here is now disabled? They have lost their VR privileges. Look at it. Probably something like
my transition.
So probably something like a gnat landed on his fucking Oculus headset and destroyed it. And now look at him. He has traveled the lengths of the land to try to right the wrongs and injustices of trolling across the nation. And you all of you right now aren't respecting him and his pronouns. What are your pronouns?
My pronouns are she, her, and it's not sir, it's ma'am!
Hey fellas, thanks for watching the video today. I really hope you all enjoyed it. Would you care to hit that like button and subscribe for more? You know I really appreciate that, right? And hey, if you're in the mood for gaming, why don't you check me out on Twitch sometime? Link in the description below. Anyway, till next time guys, take care and peace. I hope you all have a better one.